What happened there? What happened there? Don't know what happened there. Anyway, this is the first guitar that I'm going to talk to you about. This is an AXL Player Deluxe Telecaster. I paid like 70 quid for this guitar, and it'd never been played. I got it in like a furniture shop here in like the south of England where I live. And what can I say? This passes the thumbnail test, which is where you press the back of the neck really hard with your thumbnail and it leaves no dent. Now, while this wood is not like massively figured or anything, what it is a fairly substantial, like sort of, I'll say on the slimmer end of the Fat 50s necks. It's substantial. But the wood is extremely hard, so the note transmission, even from the end down here of the fretboard, is really good. You know, it feels very direct resonance into the body. It's got a pair of pickups on it which aren't well regarded, if I tell you the truth, which are these made by EMG, Axel branded pickups. But I love them. They have an unusual look. The rest of the telly's really traditional, and you have these like plain covers, you know, no pole pieces evident, sort of classic EMG look, and that bugs me a bit. But it is what it is, and while I've thought about I'm going to put like more classic pickups in this guitar, I'm going to just leave it as it is because it does the job that I bought it to do. This is very much a studio voice, part of the fucking legendary tone palette. The tone palette. You know, an artist has the fucking wooden plate with the daubs of colour on it. That's what I'm talking about. You know, it's the palette of colour. Tone palette. So it's like different voices in the studio, and the Telecaster is most certainly one of the most fundamental of all of the guitar voices. There is like a holy trinity, like the sacred three, the triangle of like guitar tone, and the Telecaster is part of, you know, that sort of sacred sort of animal. But I can only say that it is a wonderful guitar for recording with, and there's specific tracks. I'll play you one quickly where, you know, this guitar absolutely shines and there's nothing that will touch it, and it gets used thus for like recording, and I'm going to play you that sound. No, I'm not. I'm going to fuck it right up. What am I doing? Oh, of course. Sorry, give me a chance. Right, I've got it. Here we go. So I've recorded this. This is a sound that I absolutely adore this guitar for and have used it for. Okay, so that was the intro, and it's like the middle setting, like the two pickups together is just one of the most beautiful sounds. Like for clean, this Telecaster in that setting is my favourite guitar in the whole studio. When I bought the guitar, it had a black plain black 3-ply scratch plate, and I swapped it out for this one, which is like a very off tortoiseshell, looks more like cooling magma. But big thanks to Mark Stevens for that. And I love it. Maple fretboard. It's an Axel Player Deluxe. And this is the now the way that this is organised, I'm going to show you these guitars, is in a semi-logical way. Imagine it's a big graphic equalizer, okay? And I'm putting guitars like at the high end and guitars at the low end, and there's guitars in the middle. And I'm starting at the high end and working down in terms of tone. So this is the brightest, thinnest, cleanest sounding guitar that I own. And thus that's the context that I show you it in. But it's got, you know, great tones all round. As you notice, like how I'm stabbing the reverb in there, so like the attack of the note is dry, but the sustain of the note is reverb. That's the advantages of having a fucking reverb, excuse my language, of having a reverb on the end of your foot like that. So you're just squeezing it in there on command. So it's like you can just catch the last notes, or the tail end, what I do, the tail end of the notes. So the attack of the note is like really, like all of the body's there, it's really pronounced, it's popping out the mix. And then the delay, I mean the decay of the note is reverbed. What can I say? Yeah, you haven't met anyone that does that. I'm another level. I'm doing it for like 20p a month, and I'm fucking doing my best to express music with the technology that we can all get, no matter how skint we are, and fucking do a creative job of it, and try and carve out something new. Try and fucking all the old guitar sounds, like people say every guitar note's ever been played. I said bollocks, there's so many fucking things that haven't been done yet. How arrogant to think that it's all been done. But it's tough, you know, we just have to like spend time on the fretboards and just keep chipping away, and those original things will come. Like, you know, I'm not alone in that. We all do it, I promise you. Like, you songwriters out there, you riff makers, you noodlers that are looking for fucking sounds and riffs and songs, man, just keep digging away. This is one of my favourite guitars to do that with. Traditional ashtray bridge. It's a top loader. I'm not sure, I guess if I was getting the Telecaster made, I'd prefer it to be a string through, but it just so happens that all of my favourite Telecasters have been top loaders. But I still don't think I prefer top loading, I think I prefer string through. So as I say, we're starting off at one end of the tone spectrum, we're working our way down. We'll be going clean and dirty, and what can I say? It's like... So good night then, my dear friends. I hope you enjoyed the sounds. There will be, definitely will be more sounds. You will hear more and more music from me. There's more music to be made. There's so much bits and bobs that are sort of on the way. Like so much exciting stuff. Oh, there should be a review of the Golden Wonder coming soon. That'll be fun. If you want to go and have a look at it, I'll put the link below. Alright, so that was AXL Telecaster, guitar number 1 of, yeah, tonal detail, whatever I call it, I don't know, I'm getting sweaty, I've got to sit down. Good night, sweet fellas and fucking ladies.